Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear, very visible, that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. What fantastic scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium, officially Europe's largest, and from what we understand, about to become even bigger than it is now. And already we're underway here. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bruno Fernandes. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Has a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold plays it short, turns and goes back. There's the hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Opts to play it back. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Lewandowski. Robertson. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Lewandowski! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Robertson. Ball's gone out of play. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rice. For Guerrero. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Picked out brilliant. He's had a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Decent hit! And that's caused a worry or two. Can he get it through? And here's Bruno Fernandes. This might spell danger. Son Heung-min. Hajratinovic. Now it's Lewandowski. Guerrero. Son Heung-min. And Orban. Hajratinovic. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi! Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Son Heung-min. Alexander-Arnold stood up well to him there. Van Dijk. Pass somewhat off target. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Lewandowski. Spread it left. Lewandowski. And it's Guerrero. And here's Lewandowski. And the finish! And he's following up! And he welcomes it in. Hajratinovic. Alexander-Arnold. Foot in. And here's Can he finish? The captain delivers!
Listen, you don't get lucky in doing what he just has. It comes from an inner desire and competitiveness to work on the moments that can elevate his game and this game.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Hajratinovic. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Bruno Fernandes. Konate deals with that comfortably. Jimenez. Messi. Kane. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Alexander-Arnold. Orban, that's headed upfield. Jimenez. Out to the right. Beckham. Well read. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Hajradinovic. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Well, played right into his path. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Cambio de jugadores en el Milan. El dorsal 2.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Played over towards the opposite flank. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Kane, played out towards the right wing. Kane, it's Kane! Oh, that was no routine save.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. Alexander-Arnold goes short. The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Alexander-Arnold. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Milan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Milan. El dorsal
It's a lucky
7
7th corner.
será reemplazado por el dorsal 19.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. There's the shot! And he's there to belt it away.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Might be danger here. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are
En el
very
minuto
punishable.
76, el dorsal 2.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Robertson. Hajradinovic. Driving on and making good progress. Now the finish! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Cambio de jugadores.
Out again for a throw-in. That is ended up in no man's land. Ah, such a clever touch. Ribery. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ribery. And there's green grass ahead of him. Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. He's got the shot away! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
En el minuto 86.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Kane. Chance to shoot! It's a loose... He's had a hit! Gets good distance on it. No, again there's no way through. And he welcomes it in.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Hits one! No, not quite. Five minutes to add. Messi. Kane. Pinches it off him. Orban. And Alexander-Arnold. Ruben Diaz. That is good alertness. And here's Kane. Knocks it out wide. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
se ha encontrado a un niño rubio de unos 4 años que viste camiseta verde y lleva una mochila roja.